For decades, one number has floated around the internet, defining the peak of human intellect in the DC universe: 192. It's the ultimate trump card in any nerd debate. That for years, countless fans have been quoting a statistic that has no basis in the comics. Today, we're not just questioning the number. We're going down the rabbit hole to investigate the secret history of Batman's most legendary stat and expose the surprising truth of where it really came from. You've seen it on wikis, you've seen it quoted in forums, and you've probably just accepted it as fact. Batman's IQ is 192. This is where the investigation hits a wall of frustrating circular sourcing. Wikis cite fan sites, which cite other wikis, creating an echo chamber that never leads back to an actual comic book. For years, fans have pointed to this comic or that one, but the proof is never there. How a single, unverified number can become such a core part of a character's identity. It makes you wonder what other comic book facts are just straight-up myths. We love digging into the history of these characters on this channel. It's in his total mastery of chemistry, engineering, and criminology. It's in his iron will and his talent for psychologically dominating his enemies. These are the qualities that make him the world's greatest detective. Not a test score that never even appeared in a comic book. If you enjoy this kind of investigation, do us a solid and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us keep the search going. The number 192 is a myth. It's a catchy, impressive-sounding statistic that was likely born from a case of mistaken identity with another hero or pulled from a long-forgotten RPG sourcebook. It has persisted for one simple reason. It felt true. Putting him way beyond real-world geniuses like Einstein and Stephen Hawking, defined not by a test score, but by his incredible accomplishments against impossible odds. At the end of the day, Batman is exactly as smart as the story needs him to be in the DC universe. That means being one of the smartest people who has ever lived. In the 2005 storyline Countdown to Infinite Crisis, it's explicitly revealed that Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, has an IQ of 192. That is a concrete, in-canon fact. It's highly likely that over time, through countless forum threads and wiki edits, the honest truth is, DC Comics has never given us a number. Frankly, that's for the best. Trying to slap a single score on Batman's intellect really misses the point of the character. His genius isn't some passive number. It's an active, unstoppable force. That specific number was mistakenly transplanted from one brilliant, non-powered hero to another. But what if I told you that number is a complete fabrication? Back in the 80s, Mayfair Games published the official DC Heroes role-playing game. These sourcebooks were treasure troves of stats for hundreds of characters. From Superman's strength to Flash's speed, while these games were officially licensed, their stats were created for game balance and weren't necessarily considered canon by the comic writers. It's in non-canon material like this that specific numbers are often born before they take on a life of their own in fan communities. Look, I get why the idea of Batman having an IQ of 192 is so popular. It just feels right, doesn't it? This is the world's greatest detective, after all. Or invent a compound that turns solid walls into liquid. We're talking about a man who can instantly understand alien. It's teleportation technology that took its super genius inventor years to perfect. He consistently outthinks minds like Ra's al Ghul and Lex Luthor. In fact, in the Doomsday Clock series, the villain Ozymandias flat-out calls Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor the two smartest men on the planet. That alone tells you his intellect is on a level that defies a simple score. With feats like these, a super genius IQ of 192 almost seems modest. It's a clean, simple number that puts a stamp on his brilliance. It's been cited on fan sites and forums for years, becoming a core piece of Batman's lore. The only problem is, the second you start looking for the original source, the whole thing falls apart. He's the guy who relies on his brain to stand shoulder to shoulder with literal gods. You'd expect some big, dramatic panel of computer screen flashing IQ, 192, or a villain reading his file out loud. But here's the thing. After combing through decades of detective comics, Batman, and every major DC event, that moment simply doesn't exist. There is no canonical comic that ever states Bruce Wayne's IQ is 192. He's a strategic mastermind who has contingency plans to neutralize every single member of the Justice League. He has designed and built everything from the Batmobile to the Brother Eye satellite, a piece of tech so advanced it could spy on every metahuman on Earth. Writers consistently show him as a true polymatha, master of countless sciences, who can whip up a life-saving antidote if this number was official. It would have to be in a comic book, right? So, where did it come from? The most common theory is that the number 192 was swiped from another hero entirely. It's wild, isn't it? Alright, so if 192 is a myth, what is Batman's real IQ? You can't measure his intelligence like a real person's. His true IQ is demonstrated, not stated. It's in his ability to create plans within plans, all of them foolproof. So, let's put this to bed. But the reality of Batman's genius is far more compelling than a 3-digit number. His intelligence is a force of nature. What comic book myth should we debunk next? Let us know in the comments below.